welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing chest. I've already went ahead and did a warm-up on the sand dune stepper, which I have right here. Raise my body temperature, increase my circulation, and prepare myself for the training that I'm about to endure. Also in the back I've got that long stick with tennis balls on each side. I use that to be able to do those rotations for my shoulders, going back and forth, doing 2 sets of 25. Now we're going to go into the chest workout. First things first, have your workout written down. Number 2, have the equipment that you need, have it set up right. I know that the position of my bar hooks or J cups, as you see them right here, are at the perfect height so that when I lift up, they're right at the top. If I get tired or I want to go back, I can literally slam against the machine. It works perfect. Also, I have my safety spotters so that if for some reason I cannot complete the set, I have that to protect me right there. Always make sure to have your plan of what you're going to do, set up your equipment so that you're safe and nothing happens to you, and make sure that you work hard. So today, like I said, we're doing chest. I'm going to start off doing 10 bench press and 20 push-ups. You might say, why 10 and 20? Well, this helps prepare me for the training. I'm doing my warm-up set, and I'm also doing those push-ups to help me get pumped. Now, this is going to get you pumped before you start your training. There are many people that train that don't even get pumped when they do their work sets. You want to see what you can do to get your chest pumped before you even start your real training. So I suggest you give this a try yourself in your own home gym or in your regular gym that you have. Try the bar by itself for 10 reps. Immediately afterwards, do 20 push-ups. So let's go. I make sure that I don't roll back too fast. Make sure that I'm sitting down. Slowly go back so the blood doesn't rush to my head. Get the positioning good with my hands. Lift off. It's going to be kind of like my upper chest position as I bring it low. Bring it down right where the middle of my chest is. So it's a little bit lower. I'm almost doing an S shape as I bring it down. It's more comfortable for my shoulders and more correct for my body. I'm also squeezing harder. Imagining that I have 400 pounds of weight. Now I'm going to go to push-ups. Since you can't actually see me do push-ups because the camera's a little bit higher, I'm going to have my hands on the bench using my feet on my other bench that I have here from Ironmaster. That way you can actually see what I'm doing. Keeping my head back so that I don't look too down. A lot of people do that when they do push-ups and they cheat. Feel free to take a break like myself for a couple seconds. Doing this bench is a little bit tougher. You have to stabilize your body and you get to drop even lower to get more of a stretch. 5 more reps to go. Perfect. All right, so that is warm-up set number 1. Afterwards, stretch out shoulders a little bit. If I want to stretch out my chest, I can put my hand against something, look away, hold that for a couple seconds, do the same thing to the other side. So this is a great workout that I've used for years to help me avoid injury while training, to help me get more pumped so that I have better workouts. And like I said, I suggest you try it. 1 set of 10 with the bar, 20 push-ups. Right now we're going to go into our first set with weight. I'm just going to throw 25 pounds on each side to start us off. Also, in between your sets, You want to be waiting generally 1 minute till yourself rest. Another thing, I've said this in my other videos, in between your sets, drink your water. We already did some stretching, so before this next set, I'm gonna squeeze my chest a little bit. You'd be surprised how much better your workouts go by doing those stretches and those squeezes in between your sets. Let's go for a set right here. I'm gonna go for 12 and we'll see how it goes. Making sure that I have the same grip, not too wide, but wide enough for me. Putting that up, resting, and I should have an extra phone around here somewhere. I'll set the timer. That's another trick you can do while you're training. You can film yourself so you can check on your form. You can also have a timer set so that you don't take too much time in between your sets. That'll help to keep your training more intense. Start this timer. If you remember, stretch. Right? Make sure to do that between your sets. Stretching a little bit here. Right? Drink your water. Flex the muscle that you're working. Make sure to breathe. That breathing is going to help to keep you strong. Right now we're going on 40 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and put another 45 plate on each side. So literally the bar by itself is 45 pounds. I just had 50 on it, so that was 95. Right now I'm putting an extra 90 pounds. So we're gonna have 185 pounds on the bar. Same thing, sit down, breathe, slowly roll back. Making sure with my wrists not to let them bend too far back and hurt myself. I want to make sure that I have all the tension straight through the wrist, the arm, and the hand so I can feel it on my chest. Another thing, elbows not too much out to the side, have them a little bit down. It's going to be more comfortable for you. It's going to help you to hit your chest, get a little bit more of the triceps, but help to prevent injury. And let's do this. And then what's good is, got my safeties right there underneath. Having these J cups right here, I have 2 positions. If I can't bring it all the way up, I can stop it right there. That was 5. I'm gonna take a couple breaths. I'm gonna do 3 more reps with this weight. Again, this is 185 pounds. And this is the heaviest weight that I've lifted for that many reps since before my accident for my shoulders. If you watched my last video, you saw me do 225, I believe, twice. But yeah, that was the most weight for the most reps. So let's do 3 more. Perfect. So I'm gonna take a breather right here. I'm actually gonna take off some of that weight I'm gonna put just the 25s that I had on before so I can do my last set here. After that, I'm gonna go into some pullovers. And then we'll see what's next after that. Again, when you're training, you wanna make sure that you're, you know, going faster. Don't take too much time in between sets. Don't be on your phone. Don't be talking to people. Come to the gym so you can get to work, get your business done. All right, take another sip. Right now my timer says 32 seconds. So if I get a minute rest, what I like to do myself is at the 50-second mark, sit down on the bench. You know that you have 10 more seconds to get into your next set. If you wait a whole minute and then sit down, either you're gonna rush into your set or you're gonna end up taking too long to rest. So I'm at 50 seconds right now. So if you remember the first set, I did 12. Let's just do these and see how it goes. That was 12. So what I'm gonna do to make it a little bit harder, and that was perfect, I definitely felt it. I'm gonna use the bench that I have right here. I'm gonna do some push-ups right on top without rest. Here we go. Woo. That is definitely tough. I can feel that. Try doing that after your sets. 10 push-ups. You'll realize how tiring it is. Also, if you feel like you have a lot of strength after that set that you just did, where you can do more than 10, 20 push-ups, you might be using too light of a weight, and you have to use a little bit more weight or do a harder variation. You want to make sure that your training intensity levels, no matter what, are staying higher. You don't want your workouts to be too easy. You want to keep them challenging. All right, perfect. So right now we're gonna go into some flies. What I'm gonna do, take this off. Turn my bench. I already have my dumbbells ready to go. Again, Ironmaster Super Bench, Ironmaster Quick Lock dumbbells. Since right now I just did training using the flat bench, I don't want to train flat bench doing this exercise. I want to make sure that I do something different. So doing a slight incline. Still going to use the seat that they give me. If the incline is too high, you hit your shoulders too much. You want to make sure you keep it a little lower to hit your chest more. Let's sit down. All right, so I got 5, 10, 20-pound dumbbells with the fat grip in the middle to help me with grip. Put that in each arm. Perfect. It's been a little over a minute for my rest. Opening my arms up, squeezing my chest, leaving space in between. 1. It's almost like I'm hugging a tree. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. I'm feeling it. 8. When you get tired, don't move your feet too much. Keep them grounded. 9. Last one. 10. Putting that down. Going back to my timer. So normally I would do 2 sets of these, but because I'm making this video, I want to do it within a certain amount of time so it's not too long. I'm gonna just do one set of those. I'm definitely feeling it on my chest. I'm gonna do the pullovers. That's what I originally wanted to do to show you. And I'm gonna be using a different tool, so I'll show you that right now. Again, still having the timer set. Taking my weight off. This is the cool thing about having a home gym. Whatever you feel that you need in your gym, you can create, get the things you need piece by piece. And I'll be doing a video later so that I can show you different things you can get in your house and show you what's the more important ones for you to start off with. That way you don't have too many things that take up too much space or spend too much money too fast. Perfect. I'm gonna flatten the bench for this one. I am not gonna use the dumbbells that I had. Right now I'm actually gonna use the Ironmaster kettlebell to do my pullovers. So I'm gonna put this right here. So what I'm gonna do is actually use one side of the bench. Since I have the hybrid bench, it curves a little bit. All I need is one portion of it, so I'm gonna stay on this side right here. I'm gonna hold on to this upside down, doing this pullover, and this is an exercise you can do before, during, or at the end of your workout. Today I chose to do it at the end. This is something that you're definitely gonna feel in your chest and your back. It just depends on what you're squeezing when you do it. So if you're training chest, squeeze your chest. You're doing back, make sure to get a really good stretch and make sure to squeeze your back so that you can lift that weight back up. Let's go. Also, the reason I'm doing it laying on the bench sideways, forming a cross, the old school bodybuilders back in the day used to do it that way. It helps you get more of a stretch because you can actually dip your hips down more when you do it, which I'll show you right now. I also have my head supported by the bench so that I don't hurt my neck. Keeping a slight bend in my elbow. Going back down. Squeezing my chest. 1. Squeezing the chest. 2. So I'm not letting my hands go all the way up, keeping them slightly in front of my face. Squeezing my chest. 3. Also keeping that bend in my elbow, getting a nice stretch back, shoulders, chest. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And this is what they used to do. I'll do this in the last 2 reps. As I'm going back with my hands, watch my hips. Going down ever so slightly, getting more of a stretch. Squeezing the chest, coming up. 9, same thing, going down. Lowering my hips a little bit, feeling the stretch even more. Don't overstretch it, go so that it's just enough stretch. Squeeze your chest, come back up. And that is 10. So that's a quick chest workout. You don't need a lot of equipment. Right here, I had my Olympic bar. I used my rack. You can use any rack you have. Afterwards, I did dumbbells. I did kettlebells. Literally 3 exercises you can do. Get in, get out, get your workout on. Make sure to stretch, make sure to warm up before you train, and make sure to concentrate. Use these tips. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments you want to do, leave them below. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Today is chest day.
Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe.